Hello everyone and welcome to Mr. Moser's Meandering Monday. I am in Hendersonville, North Carolina at Grandad's Apples because it's apple season. Up here in the mountains you got to come and get some fresh apples. All sorts of different orchards out here. We just happened to stop at this Grandad's because they offer a lot of different activities, which I'll show you in a little bit. And maybe you'll even learn a little something. Apple season in North Carolina typically runs from late August into October, and different varieties of apples become ripe at different times. So today we're visiting Grandad's Apples, which is a family-owned orchard and working farm that's been a favorite stop for visitors and locals for decades. Grandad's Apples began as a family business in 1994 when the family wanted to share their love of farming and their orchard with the community. Over the years, it's grown into one of the most popular agritourism spots in western North Carolina, offering apple picking, a country store, a bakery, and fun for the whole family. In addition to the bakery, which I'll show you in a little bit, there are various food trucks that show up at the farm. They also have a large kids playground with all sorts of activities in there. A sandbox, jungle gym, basketball goal made out of part of a tractor, climbing area with a spider web, and tunnels to go through. There's also a large field of sunflowers that you can go through and pick some if you want, or if you want to get some pictures for your social media, you could do that too. Back behind the sunflower field is a large corn maze. You can kind of see the rows back there, and if you want to spend some time and get lost, it's a great place to go. And when apple season is over, it's almost time for Halloween, and that means people need pumpkins, so they have a big pumpkin patch too. Did you know when pumpkins are growing, they first start off as the color green and then slowly change to orange? Look how big this one was. Of course, the main reason people come to Grandad's is to get apples. They offer 38 different varieties of apples throughout the season. I didn't know there was that many apples. And of course, you can always try some out to see which ones you like and which ones might not be for you. And they have a handy little chart telling you which ones are sweet and which ones might be a little more tart. Grandad's also offers you the ability to go out and pick the apples yourself if you want. They'll tell you where in their orchard you need to go to get certain varieties of apples, or if you don't want to, they'll pick them themselves, and then you can choose what apples you want from each of the large bins that they have. So you can just grab a bag and start filling it up with the apples of your choice. Each bin has a sign explaining the name of the apple and a description of how that apple tastes. You pay based on the size of the bag you fill with your apples. So this way, you get to pick the apples you want and get to leave happy. And it's also dog friendly too. Want to add a little excitement to your visit? Check out their apple cannon. They load the cannon with an apple and you try to hit that target in the distance. Let's watch. And if you're not into apple cannons, you can always hang out under one of their shady trees and enjoy the apples you bought. I mentioned earlier they do have a bakery where they offer cookies and apple cider donuts, but Be ready to stand in a line because it is very popular. They also have a small store with all sorts of apple-themed items. Getting to Grandad's Apples in Hendersonville, North Carolina will take you about an hour and a half. It's about 95 miles away. Hendersonville sits in the Blue Ridge Mountains, which is an area known for its perfect apple-growing climate. And this combination of cool nights and warm days and rich mountain soil makes this region ideal for producing crisp, flavorful apples. In fact, Henderson County is the top apple-producing region, growing about 85% of all apples in North Carolina. So whether you come to Grandad's for fresh apples, homemade treats, or just the chance to make memories with friends and family, this place is where the spirit of the mountains and the history of apple farming comes alive. Have a great day.